Substitution. Another example. It says, given that x is equal to 2, y equals -5, and z equals 3, you must find the value. And you have your A, B, C there. So pause the video and work it out. Alright, you pause the video, you work it out. We'll go through it together. Now, we have x equal 2. So in this case, since x is 2, first of all, let me just write part A as it is. Now here, x is 2. What that mean? You're going to erase x and put 2. So you see that y is -5. So you're going to erase y and replace it with -5. So what you have is 2 minus 2 multiplied by -5. Question is, what is 2 multiplied by -5? What you get is -10. So you have 2 minus -10. But then you have to remember that when you have 2 minus -10, what you're going to have is the same thing as 2 plus 10. And the answer for that is 12. Alright. We're going to discuss a little bit after this the issue with 2 minus -10 being the same as 2 plus 10. But we deal with part B before that. So part B. We have x times z squared. You don't see a multiplication sign, but you do have a multiplication sign there, right? Now x is 2, so we erase the x and replace it with 2. Z is 3. So, since z is equal to 3, we can remove the z and put 3 there. So what we have is 2 times 3 squared. Same thing as 2 times 3 times 3. Because 3 multiplied by 3 is the same as 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 2 times 9, which is 18. So we have 18 as the answer for part B. Was that what you got? We look now at part C of the question. Part C. We have 7x plus 2z divided by y. 7x means you have 7 x's there. So you take 1x and multiply by 7. So it is 7 multiplied by x. But you normally don't put the multiplication sign between two letters or a letter and a number. But since we're going to work this out, we put the multiplication sign there. This is 2 multiplied by z. So what you have now is 7 multiplied by x. Let's just erase the 7 and put erase the x and put the number that represents it there. X, we remove the x, and since we know that x is 2, we put 2. So what we really have is 7 multiplied by 2. What about z? We remove z. Z is 3. So we put 2 times 3. And y is negative 5. So we can remove y and replace it with negative 5. So what we have is 7 times 2, which is 14, plus 2 times 3, which is 6, divided by negative 5. So now, up top we have 14 plus 6. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 divided by negative 5. We have 4 5s in 20. So 20 divided by 5 is 4, but in this case we're dividing by a negative 5. So the answer we get is negative 4. Alright. Now, erase that. Remember, we said we're going to discuss a little about 2 minus negative 10 being the same as 2 plus 10. Now we covered it in an earlier video in explanations, but let us see what this means. 2 minus negative 10. Why is it equal to 2 plus 10? I'm going to explain it this way. Suppose you have some type of building and you have a concrete block here, or some concrete pad that is 2 meters high. It's 2 meters above the ground. You're using the ground level as a reference. But then there is a certain pit that is dug, and it is 10 meters deep. Now here, when you say 2 minus, you are looking at the difference of 2 and another number. Now here, 2 minus 0 is 2. In other words, ground level here is 0. And you go up to a positive 2. But in this case, from ground level down, you're talking about negative 10. So this distance is negative 10. Going down this way, that's negative 10, and going up 2 is positive 2. It's a positive 2. What is the difference between that and negative 10? What it is saying is that if you were standing on the bottom of the pit and you climb up a ladder to ground level, you would have climbed 10 meters up, but you need to reach the top of this concrete pad. So after the 10 meters up to ground level, you need to climb 2 more meters up So you climbed a total of 10 meters up plus 2 more meters. Same thing as 2 meters plus 10 meters, which is a total of 12 meters. You go up 10 and then 2 more, so you would have climbed a total of 12 meters. And the same argument can be applied if you're talking about temperature in degrees Celsius. When you have 0 degrees Celsius and you have 2 above 0 and 10 below 0. If the temperature is 10 below 0 and you need to heat up whatever it you have up to 2, you'd have to heat it up to cover 10. That's at 0, and then 2 more, a total of 12 degrees Celsius. So the argument can be applied that way, just like how it applies to climbing up 10 below the ground, which is negative 10, and then 2 above the ground, which is positive 2. You're looking at the difference between the positive 2 and the negative 10. So you climb a total of 12 meters. So that's it for now. Any questions or comments? Let me know.